Hello and welcome to this chat view with Tom Evans and the English sisters. Hello Tom.
Hi there, good to see you again.
Hello.
Good to see you. Now we've heard that you're up to some absolutely amazing things.
Yes.
With a cube.
With a cube, yeah, isn't that funny?
Yes, that is funny.
Yeah.
Would you like
Yes,
to explain?
Yeah, the cube is a wonderful thing. It's a three-dimensional structure. Let me show you something interesting about a cube.
Yeah.
So when I show you a cube, how many sides of that cube can you see?
We can only see one. I can see one from here. Oh, now two.
How many sides of that cube? You
One,
see
two, three.
Three, and then three.
Yes.
And no matter how you rotate a cube, you can never see more than three sides of a cube when we're in 3D space. Yet this cube represents our path through life. The problem is we can't see the whole path at any time, which is why we go down cul-de-sacs, why we sometimes make errors, go down the wrong way, we get stuck. And so what this cube represents is our path from birth through to death and recycle again. And it gives us a great perspective on why we came to be, what we're here for, and where we can go. And I came across it about 4 or 5 years ago and didn't know what to do with it. It was amazing. And I realized that it could be a really fantastic tool for people to go on a personal journey of evolution. So I took a few people around it and found that they've done amazing transitions. Then I've trained some of the first people that have been around it to take other people around it. And I'm now building a practitioner program for it. So, which I'm and because I call the people the practitioners, which sounds a bit of it's a dull term, isn't it? I call them tour guides.
Tour guides. That's David Dobson.
Yeah.
Dr. David Dobson used to say he was a tour guide.
Tour guide, yeah, that's lovely.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel likewise I feel I'm the translator and curator of the esoteric wisdom behind this cube.
Wow.
So, and you'll notice on each of the faces we've got some words, and these happen to be the flavors of thought from the earlier book.
Right. So
the flavors of thought map onto the cube, and so it takes you on a journey through your thinking. But because you isolate each thought type to a certain point during the journey, it gives you great clarity of where you are, where you're going, and what you can do, which is just phenomenal. And one of the things about cubes, when we're looking at cubes in 3D space, is that they have hidden pathways that you can't see unless you're in the higher dimension. So for each side of the cube, we've got a connecting rod from top, bottom, side to side, left, right, backwards and forwards. And there are loads of hidden pathways we can't see. And when they become clear, then you get some amazing, amazing clarity. And so it's been a phenomenal journey. It was gifted to me. The flavors of thought was gifted. The cube was gifted. And I feel like I want to now just play this back to the world and make this arcane knowledge, which has been, I guess people have just made it very inaccessible over the years. You know, they've wrapped it up in all sorts of things like occultism, which means hidden, of course. And they've made it inaccessible. One of the reasons being that it's very powerful, and obviously anything with great power can be misused as well as used for great benefit. So really, this I guess metamorphosis of it is all about bringing it in a safe and contemporary context for use in our real lives, as opposed to anything sort of weird and wacky. So it's been great fun, and I'm launching it next year with a new portal called Recipes for Fresh Thinking.
Yes.
We're going to do lots of fun there. We're going to have lots of levels of access so people can, with lots of different price points, so people can just buy off as much as they want at any particular time. We're going to do a monthly tasting. So rather than having a webinar, which is again a bit of a dull term, we're going to have tastings.
It's more creative.
We'll do new recipes every month, a new tasting every month, and people are going to think differently.
It's going to change the world, isn't it?
As you know, you change your thoughts and you change your world.
You do.
You do. That's the power. That's the beauty of it. And it's so simple, especially when you've got
Isn't
a tour guide.
When you have a tour guide to lead you through. Wonderful.
You got it.
Wonderful.
No, we're just our mind is.
We have to assimilate all this.
The brilliant thing is that this model is transferable, so you can teach the model, and then other people can take people around the tour.
Yes.
Yeah.
Around the cube.
First is the labels on the cube are completely up for grabs. So one of the things I teach the tour guides is how to design their own cubes. So an obvious transposition would be to take English and then put Italian on it, for example.
Right. Okay.
Another thing you could do is to put images on the cube, and you can have a kid's cube. Or you could have a cube.
That's cute.
You could have a cube that instead of mapping out a person's journey, could map out the journey of a relationship. Or it can map out the journey.
Wow! So infinite.
Yeah.
Infinite possibilities then.
Yeah, we can map out the journey for a business or a new product.
Goodness.
So it's very, very transportable information. And so, for example, the first two tour guides that I trained up, Denise Harris-Hayhoe, she's going to work on children, and Jackie Walker is going to work in relationships. Not exclusively, but that's where they're coming from. And so what I like is that the whole concept, once you see it as a metaphor, and really all the cube is as a metaphor for us having a three-dimensional experience, it's incredibly powerful. And
wonderful.
Wonderful. Is that?
Excuse the phone in the background.
We thought it was our phone for a minute.
It's for us to wrap up, and it's been great to chat with you this morning.
Okay then.
Take care.
Okay. Bye-bye,
Thank you,
Tom.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Tom. Bye-bye.
Bye.